Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is Feb 22nd, 2022. Let's take a look at the market. As you have noticed, market is very turbulent. It's a great time to buy quality stocks and hold it for the long term. So with that, let's take a look at the market, look at top ETFs, look at beaten down stocks with a positive gross margin and price more than $10. Then let's look at beaten down stocks with a positive net margin. These are my favorites and price more than $10. Then let's also take a look at beaten down stocks with a positive net margin and price less than $50. Many of you want to buy great stocks with a positive net margin, but price less than 50. We'll take a look at those stocks also. Then finally, let's look at beaten down stocks with a positive gross margin and price less than $10. These are for swing traders who wants to buy low price stock waiting for these stocks to go higher. So with that, let's jump in. Look, from a market perspective, we got very volatile market. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, as you can see here, going up nicely, coming down, going up, coming down. Now we have like 4 or 5 continuous days are down, pull back here, and slowly in the futures market there is some action. As you can see here, it's pointing to a higher opening. There is a lot of geopolitical tension and fear about interest rate hike. That's what's going on here. And you can trust this small uptick here. This can come down, but at least there is a small uptick. That's a positive news here. And look, even S&P 500, it already retested the low here. I think now it's trying to see where to go from here. You could see some small bounce here indicated in the futures market. And same story, Nasdaq is also beaten down here. It also successfully retested the low here, and it's also trying to see where to go. Small bounce in the futures market, up 77 points, as you can see here. And Russell also same territory. It did not retest the lows yet, but it's trying to point to a small higher opening, as you can see here. But if you're a long-term investor, don't worry, keep buying these dips here. Look, we have a dip. This is 2018 interest rate hike dip. We got COVID-19 dip. This could be one more dip that you can buy here. Long-term story is intact. All these major indices are doing well in the long term. Look at the run in S&P 500. Great run, as you can see here. And also Nasdaq, also great run. So if you're a long-term investor, these are great buying opportunities. Don't buy in huge quantity. Buy maybe 5, 10, of these ETFs, QQQ, SPY. Also buy some quality stocks, buy 5 or 10 at a time. You have a lot of time. This year is going to be volatile and turbulent, so you can buy in small quantity. Keep building your portfolio. So with that, let's jump in and look at top ETFs. From a top ETF perspective, look, we got S&P 500. Right now, S&P 500 is in the correction territory. Look here, it's down 10% from 52-week high. That means it's in a correction territory. Look at the IV percentile. IV percentile is 91. You can even sell some great put options under the current stock price here and make some good decent amount of money. So it's one of the safe bets. I typically sell some put options when the volatility peaks like this. The key is not to overdo it. Don't sell too much put option. Buy sell very few. Whenever market volatility peaks, sell a couple of them. That's the way to go here. If you are very greedy, sell a lot of them. You will end up in trouble with the brokerage margin. So with that, QQQ is also one of my favorite here. Look, it's also down big time here. Look, volatility is also high 76, as you can see here. You might wonder, okay, tell me something different. What's going higher? Look, gold is going higher. So look, gold has got it's up. This whole in 6 months time frame, even for the year, gold is up. And as you can see here, it's got IV look at the RSI relative strength index. It's 69. Tells you gold is hot. And also energy sector is a little bit hot. It's down off late, but still it's relatively high from a RSI perspective. That tells you even energy is a little bit hot here. Otherwise, in everything else is pretty much you could buy here. Very low RSI here. That tells you all these ETFs are sold off big time, with the exception of energy and gold. So with that, let's jump in and look at inverse ETF. So as you can see here, we got inverse ETFs here. Look, a lot of people are buying TQQQ, as you can see here. TQQQ is one of my favorite way to play here. Whenever stock market comes crashing down big time, you could buy some TQQQ. It's a 3x bull ETF of QQQ here. When the market drops off big time, you can slowly buy a couple of TQQQ and don't hold it for long term. But look here, it's done for the 5 year, it's done 597% here. For 10 years also, it's done great. So many people buy TQQQ when the market tanks big time. Look at the volume. This is a huge volume, as you can see here. Folks are buying and hoping for the better days. I think it's a good strategy. And folks are also buying the short here, SQQQ. This is Ultra Pro short. It's a 3x short of QQQ here. It's a bearish or an inverse ETF, as you call it. Right now it's going higher, as you can see here. But any sign of market going higher, this can come down. So normally it's better to buy bullish ETF because time is on your side. Stock market typically drifts along higher. With the SQQQ and the inverse ETF, you got to be quick on your feet, and you got to basically sell it quickly, so that way you don't get into trouble when the market goes higher. So these are all the ETFs that you can look at. If you look all the red ones here, those are typically the bull ETF, which are going lower when the market tanks. Whereas short or the inverse ETFs will do well when the market tanks. A lot of folks are hedging and buying these things selectively. When the market tanks big time, buy TQQQ. When the market is up big time, buy SQQQ. And some of the other ETFs, as you can see here. So with that, let's jump in here and look at few stocks. So first off, we look at stocks with a positive gross margin. As you can see here, gross margin more than 20%, volume more than 1 million, price more than $10, quick ratios more than 1. That means these companies have got money. They can meet short-term obligations. And also Altman Z-score is more than 1.8. That tells you these are not candidates for bankruptcy. These companies have got good money. So with that, let's jump in. Look, we got a list of companies here. All these stocks have got a big time down, dropped off in 5 days, as you can see here. Look at the amount of money lost here, 53% in amplitude. So I will not look at this entire list here. I will point to few great stocks you could slowly buy here and go from there. Look, I think Shopify is a good one here. The reason I like Shopify is it's got positive net margin here. Look, net margin is up. It's 63%, as you can see here, and it also has got an overall score of 75. So it's a quality company. You could slowly buy some Shopify here. And also for the folks who love Roblox, right now it's not making money. Very low quality, very low score, as you can see here. But if you're a long-term holder, you could make some money with Roblox here. Understand there'll be short-term pain. So if you can withstand Roblox for maybe next 2-3 months, you could see some good money in Roblox. But understand there'll be short-term pain here. And same to look at Roku here. After beaten down big time here, Roku is trying to go higher. I think it's a good one here. You could buy some Roku slowly and go from there. It's a positive net margin company. This company is making money. And look, we got Overstock here. Overstock is again a good company here. Very volatile, as many of you know here. Overall score is 77. That tells you it's relatively better company. It's a net margin positive, as you can see here. And this stock is down off late. Very low PS ratio. You could slowly take advantage and buy some Overstock here. And then you got a few more here. Keep watching overall score. We got RIOT blockchain here. It's a literally well-run blockchain company or a crypto company. Look, overall score is 80. You could buy some RIOT blockchain here and go from there. And then you got Square or Block as we call it here. It's a fintech company. It's a great one to slowly buy here and accumulate nice overall score as you can see here. As usual, look at the stocks which are going higher in the short term here, 1 day as an example. Look, we got Tulio here. Tulio is trying to go higher in 1 day. That tells you this stock had enough pullback here. It's trying to go higher even though market tanked big time. And same story, CROX. I love CROX at these levels here. You could buy some CROX here. It's also trying to bounce. Nice overall score of 60 here. That's a good one here. Then we got a few more names here. I would stick with this. If you are a contrarian, I also like Mercado Libre here. It's a great one to buy and hold for the long term. Typically this company is volatile, as many of you know here, but long term they tend to be chugging along pretty well. Look, net margin is just 1% here. Company is not losing money, but at the same time they got a little bit negative free cash flow right now. And as usual, look at the companies with positive free cash flow. Those are the good ones to really take a look at. We got one more here, AppLovin, $57 stock. Look, it's also net margin positive company. And also I've added cash position here. You could look at all these companies and look at their cash position. Companies with nice cash cushion like Square or Block as an example. That's a good one. Tulio has got $5 billion of cash. That's also a good one. And you got a few more here with nice cash cushion here with the Confident, AppLovin, and Mercado Libre. Those are all the good ones you could buy. And also I've added here the future projection. Keep a look at the future projection. I like the ones with the double-digit future projection. That tells you analysts are predicting a nice next year growth for these stocks here. Look at some of these names like Roku here. It's a insane future growth here. Look, 1,114% EPS growth, 29% revenue growth. That's a good one here. So take a look at the next year EPS and revenue growth. I like the one with the positive or double-digit growth here. And same story, AppLovin. Look, it also has nice growth for the future here. Look at the percentage here, nice percentage, 103% for next year EPS growth, 23% for next year sales growth. That's a good one here. So with that, I think there are a couple of companies which tanked big time here. Look, Redfin, after flipping the house, it also lost some money, like what happened to Zillow earlier. You could slowly take advantage of this one also. It's a little bit better run company. You could take advantage. I also like Sprout Social. It's a good social media company. You could take advantage and buy some Sprout Social also. All right. So with that, let's look at um, beaten down stocks with a positive net margin. These companies are profitable companies. That's why I like these companies. I normally look at this list more carefully. Look, these are net margin positive, net margin more than 20%, nice volume, price more than $10, quick ratio more than 1. That tells you these companies have got money to meet short-term obligations. Altman Z score more than 1.8. That tells you these are not bankruptcy type stocks. These are very good, well-run companies with nice cash cushion. And also free cash flow is more than $10 million. That tells you these companies generate free cash flow. That's always better. So if you're a little bit conservative, look at this list here. You could find some hidden gems here. So with that, let's jump in and look at the names here. All right, so these are all the companies. As you can see here, they all have positive net margin. Look at the net margin here, all more than 20%. That tells you these companies are making money. They're not money losers. And look at the quick ratio here. Quick ratio is more than 1. That tells you these companies got enough money to meet short-term obligations. And also look at the future growth here. Nice future growth, both EPS as well as revenue growth, with the exception of few companies which have got negative EPS and revenue growth here, mainly because their expectation went too high. Analysts had to dial down. And look at the free cash flow here, all positive free cash flow. and also nice cash position in these companies. So that's why I like this list better. These are beaten down stocks indicated by RSI. Look at the RSI here. All the RSIs are below say 50 or so. That tells you these are beaten down stocks. So with that, we looked at few companies already. I will skip those. I like both Shopify and CROX. And as you look through here, keep watching these names. All of them are great, as you can see here. Look, we got Etsy. Etsy is also a good one here. You could take advantage and buy some Etsy. Nice overall score of 66. And Zoom video at these levels, I think it's okay to slowly buy Zoom. I think CEO Eric might do some deal and he might buy some company here. He's got a lot of money here, $5 billion of cash with the Zoom video. And I like in mode here. In mode is beaten down big time here. This will also come back nicely. Look at the overall score, 86. That's a good one here. You could buy some NVIDIA. It's again a great stock here. You could buy at these levels slowly. They will do very well with the leadership of Jetson Wong. And we got a few more here. I like Meta at these levels here, or Facebook. Meta is a good one to buy slowly and accumulate. They will do great. And Adobe is a great one. Creative Cloud with Shantanu Narayanan. They will do very well. Along with Intuit. I like Intuit also. It's also a great one. Look, Intuit is trying to go higher. I think it had enough pulling back here. It's trying to go higher as the market tanks. And we got a few more here. I love KLA-Tencor. It's a great, well-run semiconductor company. You could buy some KLA-Tencor. Nice expectation for the future. Nice overall score. And as you scan through, we got a few more here. Intel is back. I love Intel at these levels here. They want to rival Taiwan Semiconductor. That's why they're building all these chip semiconductor factories. I think they will do great. I also like Cadence Design. It's a well-run company. You could buy some Cadence and take advantage of this downturn here. And I've got a few more, as you can see here. Garmin and AMAT, both are good here. Arista Network, it has done great. Now it's pulling back slowly. You could buy this well-run company. It's a good one to buy for long term. And we got Lam Research, one of my favorite. You could buy that one also here, beaten down at these levels. All right, now let's look at beaten down stocks with a positive net margin and price less than 50. Many of you ask me, hey, you know what? I like to look at stocks with price below $50. So let's look at that list here. These are not too expensive. The reason I added this list is many times, the stock prices are very, very expensive these days. If you're a starter, if you want to invest, you should probably look at this list here because these are net margin positive companies. That tells you these companies are profitable, a little bit safer to invest in these companies. So with that, let's look at the list here. Look, we got a few companies here. I will not look at all of them. Let's pull this a little bit to the side here and go from there. All right, so let's look at some of these companies and see which one we can invest. I would try to look at the overall score. I like the high overall score, higher the better. Look, we got ABCL here. It's a beaten down big time, $8 stock, as you can see here. And it's got a nice Altman Z score, nice overall score of 65 here, net margin positive. You could look at this one also, buy some ABCL and go from there. And we got a few more here. Look, we got in mode, which we already talked about. You could buy this one here, a good one here. Himax is also a good one. This company has been dropping off late here. Probably should wait for this to settle down, but I think it's a good one to buy. And we got Chinese company Daikyo. This could be a little bit pain in the short run. If you have a longer term horizon, you could buy. But it's a Chinese company. Probably it's better to skip for now. Let it settle down. And then we got Intel. I love Intel at these levels. It's a good one here. You could buy some Intel here. And look, we got a few more here. GoPro, very low price stock here, just $8. GoPro is coming back slowly, as you can see here. You could look at this one also here. Look, GoPro has got high short ratio. Tells you this can also create some short squeeze. And then we got the next two are well-run companies. WY and PF, Pfizer. Both are well-run companies. You could buy them here. I think with the WY here, expectation is tempered down here. It's brought down. That could be good. They can beat and raise later. And we got a few more here. CXX is one of my favorite. It's a railroad company. Stock is beaten down, as you can see here. RSI is 49. You could buy this quality company. They will do well, along with the Union Pacific, which is their big brother, big sister. And then we got SID here. SID is a good one. It's again a great company to buy at these levels here. You could buy this one here. And as you scan through, look at a few more here. We got UMC completely beaten down. You could buy some, UMC here. Look, overall score is nice. This will do very well. Good expectation for the future EPS growth as well as revenue growth here. And if you like silver, WPM is a good one to buy here. Right now, stock is high, evidenced by RSI, over 50 here. You could wait for a little pullback here. And we got gold stocks as usual. AU, all these are gold and metal stocks. They're up now. I would wait for a little pullback before I jump in here. And we got MRVI. This has been going up off late, as you can see here. I would wait for a little pullback on this one here. All right, now let's look at stocks with the beaten down stocks with a positive gross margin and price is less than $10. This is for swing traders who want to really look at some short squeeze type scenarios. This list is not for long-term investors. You got to be quick. You got to be a swing trader. And let's look at that list here. So all these stocks, as you can see here, current stock price is less than $10. Look, all these are below $10. And many times the target price, they got a higher target price. Analysts are predicting these stocks will go higher in next 12 months. That's why with many of these stocks, target price is higher than the current stock price. I love the ones with the nice overall score here, at least double digit. Those are the good ones you could buy. And keep watching. I also added short ratio here. Many of these low price stocks have nice high short ratio. That tells you these can cause some short squeeze. And the ones which are my favorites are typically the ones with the nice net margin here. Those are the ones you could take advantage and buy some, like BDSI. RLX is the tobacco stock. I would not recommend that, but you could look at others which are positive net margin. You could look at those companies. As usual, keep watch on next year EPS and the revenue growth. You wanted the ones with the nice revenue growth and EPS growth in the future. And also take a look at the cash position, cash on hand. Some companies have got nice cash cushion, like the one right here, DNA. Look, they got $1 billion of cash in their balance sheet. That's a good one here. And also nice expectation for the future, as you can see here. Nice EPS growth and revenue growth. So you could take a look at such stocks and go from there. And as usual, look at the Altman Z-score. I made sure all these companies have got nice Altman Z-score. None of them are bankruptcy type candidates here. And few stocks have got very nice overall score. Look, BDSI here. This one has got very nice overall score. But the problem is right now BDS has gone up. Look at the RSI 89. Stock has gone up so nicely in 10 day and 1 month. I think at these levels you should wait a little bit. And look at the stocks which are going high in 1 day. Even today when the market dropped, these stocks went higher. You could take advantage and buy such names here. They can create short squeeze. Even AGI for that matter is trying to go higher in 5 day, 10 days slowly. You could buy that one also. So that's how I would look at it. Look at the short term, 1 day, 5 day, 10 day. If the stock is making a small move, that tells you it's ready for a short squeeze type situation. You could slowly buy into such names. All right. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.